Hey there, YouTube. I wanted to kind of do this quick video, another behind the scenes look at my life, or at least my project life. And I wanted to ask you, is your home office or workbench area a mess too? Because I can't seem to keep this clean for more than a couple days. Every single time I find myself with other projects and things like that. So I'm gonna give you a little tour here. I start off with my Commodore 64 here. I bought this cheap from a guy here with a bunch of games and stuff. It works, but it's still a project because it doesn't show any color. So I read online that this is like a common issue. If you know a quick fix for this or something, let me know. But I'm gonna be doing a video on how I'm gonna fix that color issue. I think it's probably with the RF modulator or something. So maybe I'll do a hack on it so that it shoots out a component. These are two of my several IBM monochrome monitors. Kind of like how they look up there, even though I haven't used them. I have the IBM somewhere else. These are in line to be sold on eBay. I have a bunch of these Windows 10 PCs, and they are I think they're i5s or i3s. They take this, they're Dell Precision 1700s, and this is like a little thin client that is hiding in there. I got a bunch of memory cases here. So I got these cases off of eBay, and it's great, you know, to store your memory modules in the actual cases that they would come in from the factory. So you can get these. I'll put a link in the description for these guys. If you have a lot of memory like I do, it's good to have them stored like this so that you can easily use them for your builds. I like to put my cables like this. I kind of hang in over, and that way I quickly can glance and get the cables I need. I also use old shipping boxes to store things like adapters and videos. Like this is my DVI adapters and USB to PS2. So these are things that I actively use when I prepare computers for sale on eBay. And here is a little bit of a mess. I had a bunch of computers stacked here, but I've sold them, and now this is kind of accumulating into a big mess. These are they have issues, computers that have issues, and these need to be prepared. And yeah, down here I have some boxes of AC adapters of these are 19 volts and 12 volts. Again, this is like inventory for things that I sell on eBay. I'll link in the description below my eBay store so you can take a look at the things I sell. It's a lot of thin clients and other things that have been repurposed. Down there, those boxes have laptops. They're laptops that have missing components or missing parts. I got them really cheap from an eBay seller a while back, and I haven't even opened the boxes. So those I plan to, you know, flip them, set them up and flip them. These are some MacBooks, and these are some other laptops that that are in the pipeline to be fixed. I got more stuff here, so you can see here. This is another box full of laptops. So I got 3. I got some old IBM stuff, software and reference library for my IBM 5150s. I have several of those, and this is a Dell that is on the pipeline to be sold on eBay. I'm gonna make it into a Windows XP, Windows 98 dual boot with a sliding hard drive and a sound blaster built in. So you know, I'll create a video for that one, so you can take a look. I like using my old Packer Bell keyboard when I need to use a PS2, so that's what that's doing there. And you know, these little carts. This is a little cart that I got from Ross. And these are great. Like when I want to do like a mobile workbench somewhere, I can move that around. It has wheels, and I have a bunch of different stuff in there, tools and things that I can take with me. So yeah, I also have this closet which is Not very well laid out, honestly. I could probably do better and squeeze more things in there, but for now I have a bunch of laptops that I'm currently working on restoring. This is like a Dell Precision, like kind of gaming professional laptop, an IBM ThinkPad, um, something else. I think that one's broken, but it works whenever it wants to, which is effectively broken. I got some cool old DOS games here. Gunship 2000 is one that I loved as a kid, and I recently bought it with and this set of 3 ATF, Flight Simulator, and Gunship. And maybe I'll show that in a video how that works, because I really love those games. Again, more junk, more stuff. What else? What can I show you? Yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to like show you that sometimes you have to keep things a little bit messy, because you never know what you're gonna need. Like to set up one computer, I have USB adapters, USB drives with images. I have video adapters of different types. For example, I have a DVI to VGA. I have a DisplayPort to VGA. These are parts that come out of computers, and I do eventually organize everything, and like I showed you with the memory, I organize them and store them. But while I'm in the process of selling a bunch of the inventory that I have, some weeks are busier, so I focus on shipping, and then I reassess. But as you can see here, I'm currently working on a Windows XP setup. I've sold about 30 of these. And yeah, over here I just have my regular office space. This is my for my full-time job and my personal computer. And then I have my cameras for taking product photography. Plus, I have this. This is a this is something that it's actually pretty useful. It's a TV. It's an old TV. I bought it from a thrift store. And these are very useful because they have many different inputs. It's one of those TVs with a DVD player built in. And as you can see back here, you got a bunch of inputs that you can use, like component, composite, VGA. And these are useful when you're trying to test out like old VCRs. This is a VCR that I'm currently working with, because you can digitize your videos over to a DVD. Yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comment below if your workbench is as messy as this. And trust me, this is sometimes I get this immaculate, and then it just doesn't last long. It just doesn't, because once you start with a new project, you end up needing that, and you end up needing something else. It's just it's always the same story. I hope that one day I can have a dedicated filming studio and a work area, so that I can at least keep the studio clean and create videos that don't have all this stuff like just laying around. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe. Check out my other videos. My other videos go into detail into a lot of the teardowns for these computers and some other cool projects that I'm working on, like that one down there. That's an old vintage laptop with a 386 processor that has a cracked screen, and this box has the IPS screen that I ordered to put in there. So it's going to be literally the first 386 with an IPS screen. So if you subscribe, and you'll be notified, and hit the little bell so that you can find out when I set that up. That's going to be one of my next projects, with a full-blown video on how I'm going to like cram a modern LCD into a vintage laptop. Cool. So yeah, I'll let you go now, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.